Hey, they like that where you come from. We smelled you down the street with the heat.
Yo, how y'all doing, man? Long time no see. It's your boy Day, back with another video. But today I'm gonna talk about the Lions. It's been a lot going on, a lot to talk about for these guys, so I had to get back on here. The first thing I want to talk about is how the team shaping up right now, like just all together, man. We got a few new additions. As of right now, we brought back Graham Glasgow. It's a cool pickup. He definitely filled a spot of need. We need a backup. We get some injuries here and there throughout the year with the offensive line. So Graham is versatile. He's not the best, but he's versatile. And he definitely good for a backup spot. We got better at the running back position. It's as sad as it is to see Jamal go, man. We got better at the running back position. Whether they're gonna start Swift or Montgomery, we got better because Montgomery is better than Jamal Williams. And we re-signed. Was it Craig Reynolds? We re-signed. I believe it was Craig Reynolds. We re-signed. I like him. I think that's a decent committee right there. I'm cool if they want to get an extra guy somewhere later in the draft for the running back room, but to me, I'm pretty cool with where we are right now. What else? I don't know if we got Tom Kennedy, but that's somebody that I would have liked for us to get and sign this year. I really like Tom Kennedy, bro, and I feel like he would be a good backup for the stuff that we asked Amon-Ra to do. I feel like he did a good job when he was playing in the limited times that we saw him. But I feel like he did good. I liked him. We got Emmanuel Mosley, Cam Sutton. My favorite pickup by far is Cam Sutton, bro. It's just such an intriguing pickup because number one, he's still young. he's still fairly young with the rest of the team, and he a lockdown corner from what I saw on paper and from the small amount of film that I was able to watch on him. Like I watched some film and some highlights on him too, and obviously that's nothing like really getting to see him during the game every week. So I didn't get to see everything, but from what I could see, he's a lockdown corner with a lot of potential, bro. And he got the room to really grow here. Same with CJ. Like we know who CJ Gardner-Johnson is at this point, but I feel like he still has room to grow with being on Detroit. He was surrounded by some stars over there in Philadelphia, and he's gonna be surrounded by less proven guys in our secondary on our defense. So he got the chance to really show and prove as well. And I feel like the good thing about having these guys on these 1 year cheap deals, prove it deals, is that they hungry, bro. Like, first of all, Emmanuel Mosley coming off of was it ACL? He gonna be hungry anyway. Just off of that alone. Now he got to go out there and prove that he can, he could do that. He could still be a very good cornerback or a starting cornerback in this league, and he got to prove it against another guy that's gonna be hungry. And Jeff Okudah, bro, as much as the Lions fans don't like Jeff Okudah or drag Jeff Okudah through the mud, bro, I'm pulling for him, and I want him to be good. And he's shown flashes of being that corner that he was in college, but it's not. He doesn't sustain it. Like, he could show it for a couple games, and then he back doing dumb stuff. He back making bonehead mistakes. So it happens though. He's a younger player. He didn't have his first season to just play and learn and all that. So it's like he's still, I don't know, man. In my book, he still got time. People ready to give up on him like we do with so many athletes in Detroit so often. I don't know why people don't get it yet. But anyway, Football is a little different, but Okuda's going to be hungry. I hope he does better. I like that he's going to have some real competition. You can see on Twitter, Jerry Jacobs already taking it personal. And I love that because Jerry Jacobs is already that kind of player anyway. He played with that fire, and I think that's good for him. That's even better for him. I won't say it's even better for him than it is for Okuda necessarily because it's really make or break for Okuda. But at the same time, a player like Jerry Jacobs, who was somebody that came out of nowhere pretty much, he wasn't as highly touted as Jeff Okuda, who would likely get probably another opportunity after this. Not probably. Jeff Okuda would definitely get another opportunity after this. Jerry Jacobs, who knows? He probably would too, but it's, so he taking it personal. He ready to go out there and work and prove that he could start in this league too. And I'm just excited to see these boys go out there and hoop, bro. I know it's football, but I say hoop. They about the ball, and it's just something about having a lot of hungry guys in that secondary. To me, that remind me. Obviously, they not these guys, but it remind me of players like Ed Reed and different guys who always on you. Who I want them guys to be hungry. I want them to want it. I want them to want to take people's head off when they catch the ball, when they touch the ball. Kirby with it. Tracy Walker coming back with it. CJ gonna play a lot of nickel because I know the Lions. Well, I know how they feel about Kirby Joseph. I know how we all feel about Kirby Joseph. I don't know so much how the coaching staff and the front office feel about Tracy Walker. We didn't get to see a whole lot of Tracy Walker with this regime. And I really like Tracy Walker. He not so great in coverage, but he is a good run stopper. He's that type of safety. So I think he could come back and still be a good strong. Deshaun Elliott was cool in his role last year, and Tracy Walker is similar to Deshaun Elliott, a little more skillful, definitely better in coverage, from what I've seen. So I like our secondary, bro. I like it, and we still can do more. It's not like we can't go out there and draft another corner, not necessarily in the first round. I don't think we'll do that in the first round because we just went out there and got 3 corners in free agency. Even though we got a couple of them on cheap deals, we still just went out there and got 3 corners. So I don't think we go corner in the first round. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know what we do in the draft, but I got some ideas of what I would like for us to do. We'll talk about that later, maybe in a different video, depending on when I get done talking about the team right now. But we got all those guys. Did we get somebody else? I'm trying to think. We re-signed the long snapper, or we signed a new long snapper, one of the two. I think we re-signed the kicker and signed a new long snapper. We re-signed Bugs. I like that. I like Bugs. He I won't say he's nice, but he good. He's a good player. He's probably a backup on a really good team, like on a contender. He's a backup. I don't think he's a starter, but I like him though. He's a big guy. He can definitely go out there and plug some holes and shift that line. So I like Bugs. I think that's about it for the pickups. But, okay, on the offensive side of the ball, wide receiver, like, I feel like J-Mo definitely could come into next season and fill the wide receiver 1 role. He could. Maybe, like, it's definitely going to come with some bumps and bruises and some hiccups. But I feel like he could, like, blossom into that kind of player next season. Maybe not week 1, but he could definitely do that next season. Whether or not we want to let him do that without having somebody else as a sure number 1, I don't know. Like, we could go, maybe Marvin Jones not our number 1, but he's a sure guy. Like, I trust Marvin Jones to go out there and make plays. I trust him to do that. I trust him to take on them responsibilities. He still was pretty good last season in Jacksonville. But he getting up there in age. I don't know if I want him to be my wide receiver 1, but that's the thing. Like, who else out there is it for us to really get right now? that could come fill that role? And do we want to draft the Zay Flowers or Quentin Johnston and just, hope that they could come in and do that off the rip? I'm not sure. So we got to do something about the wide receiver spot. I'm really not sure about how it's looking there since we let go of Chark. I did want us to let go of Chark, though. That's the weird thing about it. Like, I wanted us to not re-sign Chark because of the ability of J-Mo. I felt like Chark being a speedy guy around, similar size to J-Mo, I feel like he was going to keep taking most of those, not responsibilities, but most of those, I guess you will just touches from J-Mo, even though J-Mo had some plays last season, some where he, where he got the catch and some where he didn't, where the ball didn't get to him. Even though he had plays like that last season with Chark on the field, I'm not sure if he will be able to be who I think he could be with Chark next year. That being said, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Our wide receiver core is good enough where it is now. We still got Josh Reynolds. Correct. Still got Josh Reynolds. Still got Khalif Raymond. I like Khalif Raymond a lot. He's older than I thought he was. I think he 29, 30, 31. One of them ages. No, not 31. He probably 29, 30. Somewhere around there, bro. I did not know he was that damn old. Maybe a little younger than that. But I didn't know he was as old as he is, regardless of how old he is. Our offensive line is second best in the NFC at worst. We got that to fall back on. Our running back core is good. Swift and Montgomery are going to be great, barring injury. They are going to be great behind his O-line. Swift has to have more touches next year. Like, I understand the injury stuff last year, bro, but they gave Jamal Williams so many touches that he didn't have to have. I love Jamal Williams, bro, but plenty of them times they gave Jamal Williams the ball, they could have gave D Swift the ball and he would have broke the run. But Jamal Williams getting tackled after 4 yards, 5 yards. What are we doing, bro? This is DeAndre Swift. Like, what are we doing? When are we going to realize that this is fucking DeAndre Swift that we got in our backfield? It's ridiculous. I don't know if we get a tight end in the later rounds or something like that. Try to go get a tight end. I don't think we necessarily need it that bad. I'm not going to talk about quarterback just yet, so that's it for the offense, I guess. Defense, I hope next year they start James Houston on side of Aiden. I hope they start James Houston on side of Aiden, not Pascal, not who is it? Charles Harris. Oh, am I tripping? I'm right. Charles Harris. Fuck that. Put James Houston on alongside Aiden Hutchinson, bro, and that starting lineup. There's no way he had all those sacks. What are these? 6 sacks in 6 games? Come on, bro. It's no way. Like, it's no way you don't feel like he could, like, produce much more than that given the opportunity. Like, come on, man. Put him out there. Lee McNeil gonna be good. Buzz gonna be good next to him if we don't decide to get a D tackle in this draft, which I feel like we would likely do. But we could also draft the edge. I don't think we should draft the edge, bro. We got Pascal. Let's not forget that Pascal was a good prospect. He was injured last season for a good part of it, but he was a good prospect, bro. Like, I don't know if we have. Ah, fuck. I don't know if we have to. That shit hurt. I don't know if we have to draft. I don't know if we have to draft the Will Anderson, bro. I don't think we got to do that. Yeah, and I feel like our secondary is pretty good. I guess that's about it for like position by position, but overall, man, I really feel like this could possibly be like going into next season or coming out of next season, going into the playoffs or whatever. this could likely be the best Lions team that we've ever had. Unless we're talking about the pre-Super Bowl era. I feel like this could be the best Lions team we've had. As far as I've seen with my own eyes, I've been watching since about 08. Like for real, 08, 09. You know, so I know about the teams before that though. I know about the '96 team. I know about the team that last won the playoff series. The playoff game with Barry and Herman Moore. I know, but I think this could be the best team that the Lions have ever had. Because when you look at it, we got a better O-line than what we had with Calvin and Stafford back in 2013. We got a better O-line. Our defense probably won't end up as good, but I feel like some of the guys we got in our secondary could be better than some of the guys we had in our secondary back then. Like, our secondary wasn't the best. Our linebackers were demons. Our D-line was crazy. Our secondary was just good enough to back those guys up. Like, Louis Delmas was a baller. James Ahedebo, guys like that. But Darius Slay was real young. Darius Slay was struggling that first couple years. Darius Slay started balling eventually, but he was struggling those first couple years. He was a young guy, but I liked him before he started balling. I really know ball, bro. This is why I'm about to really do this. But I knew Darius Slay was going to be a hooper. But he was struggling. You know, we never really had just, you know, demon corners or crazy safeties. Like, you know, we had a very good set of linebackers though, and we had a very, very good D-line. And I feel like our D-line is already showing signs of being good now. Even though we know we got a hole up in the middle, but we were one of the top teams in pressures and quarterback pressures last year. With our defense being terrible, we was one of the top teams in quarterback pressure. So, you know, that says something. And that's without having James Houston out there for an extended period of the season. You know what I'm saying? That's without having certain weapons, certain tools. That's without having a guy like Tracy Walker, who's going to get his blitz, you know, here and there. That's without having these guys. So, man, we about to be nice. We about to be nice, bro. We about to be nice. I was saying last year, when it was possible that we made it into the playoffs, before we even knew that we would make it into the playoffs or wouldn't make it into the playoffs, I was saying that if we would, we could beat these teams. Why the hell we couldn't beat the Cowboys last season? You know what I'm saying? Like, why the hell we couldn't beat the Cowboys last season? Why the hell we couldn't beat the Niners last season, bro? I might be getting ahead of myself a little bit, but am I really talking too crazy right now? Why we couldn't beat them? Why we couldn't beat the Eagles? We played the Eagles week 1. I know it's week 1, but yeah, and it's week 1 for both teams. Why we couldn't beat the Eagles? Week 1, we barely lost to them. We shouldn't have lost. So, come on, bro. We the favorites. I'm tired. Like, I understand, bro. I'm a Lions fan. Like, oh, you're a Lions fan. Y'all ain't never suck my expletive. Beep. You know? Kiss my butt. I don't care. I'm ready to talk. So we got to go out there and hoop, bro. We got to go out there and, boy, I'm ready to talk crazy to everybody because you know why? I've never really been able to. I'm ready to go out there and talk crazy. I'm ready for us to be the best team in the NFC. I'm ready to go to the bowl. Because you know what? After we do that, ain't nobody ever coming out their mouth again talking crazy about the Lions. Oh, y'all ain't been to a Super Bowl. A poverty franchise. Poverty. Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to be able to tell us nothing next year either when it comes to the Pistons. So, let's go. Let's do it, bro. We having a great offseason right now. We got to keep it going. I'm going to make another video after this, and I'm going to talk about what I think we should do or a couple scenarios I got for us in the draft. But, yeah, man, this is where I feel the state of the team is at right now, man. We going to ball. The division is no problem. Vikings, psych. Y'all just lost a bunch of y'all veterans, and we already know y'all trying to retool or whatever it is. The same stuff, whatever we was doing, y'all trying to do something like that. And, you know, y'all not us already. Y'all got Kirk Cousins. We got Jared Goff, but y'all got Kirk Cousins. I liked him in college, but Not worried about him at all. And some teams feel like that with us about Jared Goff. So we gonna talk about that in the next video, man. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna get on up out of here so I can record this next video. And I'm out. Peace.